Have you ever wondered how we understand the universe, from the atom to the galaxy, from the mind to the ocean floor? The answer lies in one word: science. Science isn't a single subject, it's a universe of disciplines. From the natural sciences that explore the world around us to the social sciences that study human behavior. From mathematics and logic, the language of patterns and precision, to the applied sciences that turn ideas into inventions, and humanities, where knowledge meets meaning. In this video, we'll take you on a journey across every major branch of science. You'll see how they connect, how they differ, and how each one helps us better understand life, the world, and ourselves.
Natural science is how we understand the world around us, how things move, grow, explode, live, and change. It's made of four major branches: physics, chemistry, biology, and earth science. Physics is the science of forces, motion, time, and energy. It asks questions like, why does lightning strike? How does gravity hold us down? Branches. Mechanics is motion and force. Electromagnetism is electricity, magnets, and light. Thermodynamics is heat and energy. Quantum physics is the tiny, weird world of particles. Relativity is how time slows and space bends. And yes, black holes are real. No, you can't touch one. Chemistry explores matter, how it's built, how it reacts, and how it transforms. Every color, every explosion, every breath, chemistry is behind it. Branches. Organic chemistry is the chemistry of life, or carbon-based. Inorganic chemistry is minerals, metals, and gases. Analytical chemistry is finding out what's in stuff. Physical chemistry is the math behind the magic. Biochemistry is where biology and chemistry meet. Yes, your body is basically a walking chemical lab too. Biology is the study of living things, from bacteria to blue whales, from your DNA to your dog's weird dreams. It explores how life is born, grows, adopts, and survives. Branches. Cell biology is the tiny engines of life. Genetics, DNA, inheritance, and evolution. Anatomy and physiology, bodies are built, how they work. Ecology is the balance between life and the environment. Microbiology, what if you can't see but definitely feel? Yes, plants are alive. No, they don't scream, at least not out loud. Earth science explores the planet we live on, its rocks, rivers, weather, and beyond. Branches. Geology is the history and structure of Earth's crust. Meteorology, weather and climate. Oceanography, seas, tides, and marine life. Astronomy, stars, planets, galaxies. Environmental science, how we affect the Earth and how it affects us. Basically, Earth is dramatic. We're just trying to understand her. These sciences are more than school subjects. They help us cure disease, build rockets, predict hurricanes, and understand what we're made of. Natural science turns questions into knowledge, and knowledge into power.
Natural science studies the world around us. Social science studies us, humans, our thoughts, our choices, our groups, how we love, fight, dream, and build societies. It's like putting human behavior under a microscope, but less creepy. Psychology asks, why do we feel, think, panic, hope? Fields of psychology: cognitive, how we think and learn; behavioral, why we act the way we do; developmental, how we grow and change; clinical, mental health, therapy, emotions; social psychology, how we're shaped by others. Also, yes, Freud had some wild theories. No, it's not all about your mother. Sociology studies society, how people form groups, cultures, and norms. It asks, why do people follow rules? Who gets power and why? Key areas: social structures, class, race, gender; institutions, family, school, religion; social change, revolutions, trends, and protests; urban sociology, life in cities; criminology, crime, law, and justice. Basically, sociology is why your grandma and TikTok don't always agree. Anthropology is the science of humans, past, present, and possible. It explores cultures, languages, tools, rituals, and bones. Major branches: cultural anthropology, beliefs, traditions, daily life; physical anthropology, evolution, genetics, and bones; linguistic anthropology, how humans invented language; archaeology, ancient cities, ruins, lost worlds. Fun fact, we once thought Neanderthals were dumb. Turns out they made art. Economics studies how humans use resources, money, time, energy, effort. It's about scarcity, decisions, and trade-offs. Main fields: microeconomics, individual choices; macroeconomics, big systems, inflation, unemployment; developmental economics, lifting nations out of poverty;
Behavioral economics, how psychology affects money decisions. Like why you'll buy something on sale, even if you don't need it. Yep, that's science. Political science explores power, how it's gained, used, shared, or abused. It ties into governments, policies, justice, and rights. Core areas, comparative politics, how countries rule differently. Political theory, ideas like freedom, equality, justice. International relations, diplomacy, war, alliances, public policy, laws that shape our lives. Yes, even voting is part of a science. And no, shouting on social media doesn't count as debate. Social science helps us understand ourselves as individuals, communities, civilizations. They help prevent conflict, inspire justice, build fair systems. They answer questions like, why do people obey laws? Why do they break them? And how can we create a better future together? To understand the world is powerful, but to understand ourselves, that's where
Where's
change
math?
begins.
Math isn't just numbers, it's the language behind pattern, structure, and certainty. Pure math is where ideas live before they touch the real world. Branches, arithmetic, numbers, and operations. 1 plus 1 equals, you know this one. Algebra, solving for the unknown. X marks the spot. Geometry, shape, space, and proofs. Calculus, change, motion, and infinity. Number theory, the secrets of integers and primes. Even crypto depends on prime numbers. Logic, thinking with precision. Logic is math's silent partner. It makes sure we aren't fooling ourselves. Branches, propositional logic, true or false. Predicate logic, statements about things. Mathematical logic, foundations of proof, set theory, and coding theorems. Computer logic behind every algorithm. If then else, that's logic. Applied mathematics, where numbers do stuff. Applied math turns theory into tools in science, business, and tech. Branches, statistics, making sense of data. Probability, predicting the unpredictable. Linear algebra behind computer graphics and AI. Differential equations, describing how systems evolve. Operations research, optimization, and logistics. If your GPS found the fastest route, think math. Math modeling, math meets reality. Want to simulate a pandemic, a climate model, or design a roller coaster? You need math models. From physics to finance, math helps us see the invisible. Math isn't just a school subject, it's helping you understand change, logic, space, and risk. It's the backbone of every science and the first language the universe ever spoke. Because behind every equation is a human asking, what if? So here's a question for you. What if you hit that subscribe button?
Natural science explains the world, applied science changes it. It's how we go from understanding gravity to launching rockets. Applied sciences peak things to theories and turn them into stuff. Medicine, machines, bridges, apps, vaccines, food, even your coffee machine. Yes, your caffeine fix is technically science. Engineering is applied physics with a toolbox. Branches, mechanical engineering, engines, machines, robots. Electrical engineering, power grids, circuits, computers. Civil engineering, bridges, roads, skyscrapers. Chemical engineering, factories, fuels, plastics. Aerospace engineering, planes and space stuff. Basically, if it moves, lights up, or launches, engineers made it happen. Even your roller coaster, you're welcome. Medicine is applied biology and chemistry with stethoscopes. Fields, anatomy and physiology, how the body works. Pathology, what goes wrong. Pharmacology, drugs that help or hurt. Surgery, fixing with tools. Public health, protecting entire communities. Your immune system is cool, but sometimes it needs backup. Pharmacy is applied chemistry for the human body. Focus areas, drug design, building better cures. Pharmacology, how drugs behave. Toxicology, how not to poison people. Clinical pharmacy, the right dose for the right person. Agriculture is applied biology, chemistry, and earth science with tractors. Key fields, soil science, healthy dirt equals healthy crops. Plant genetics, super veggies. Irrigation and water management, keeping things growing. Agro-tech, farming with drones, sensors, and science. Sustainable agriculture, feeding billions without wrecking the planet. Yes, science made your seedless watermelon possible. Technology is what happens when science and creativity shake hands. Major fields, information technology, computers, software, AI, communication tech, phones, satellites, streaming, biotech, DNA editing, vaccines, supercrops. nanotech, building machines smaller than cells, green tech saving the planet with solar, wind, and weird plastics, robotics, machines that move, think, and forget to do laundry, and sometimes into means. Applied science makes knowledge useful. It's how humans went from fires to fiber optics, from bones to bionic limbs. It's science with a mission: solve real problems, save lives, and shape the future.
We've explored stars, cells, and machines. But what about the human mind, meaning, and memory? That's where the humanities come in, the study of what it means to be human. Philosophy, thinking about thinking. Philosophy asks the big questions. What is truth? What is good? Why is pineapple on pizza so controversial? Branches, ethics, right and wrong. Logic, clear thinking. Metaphysics, what exists? Epistemology, how do we know anything? Socrates walks so TED Talks could run. History, the story of us. History isn't just dates and battles, it's the story of humans being, well, humans. Branches, ancient history, Rome, Egypt, Mesopotamia. Medieval to modern history, kingdoms, revolutions, world wars, social and cultural history, everyday people, ideas, and movements. Those who forget history end up repeating fashion trends. Literature, imagination on paper. Literature turns thoughts into stories and stories into entire worlds. Branches, poetry, feelings and rhythm, novels, big stories, big emotions, drama, scripts for stage and soul, comparative literature, stories across cultures. A single book can change your life or ruin your sleep. Languages, the code of culture. Languages aren't just words. They're how we think, connect, and belong. Linguists, how languages work, translation and interpretation, bridging world. Philology, ancient texts decoded. Modern languages from Arabic to Zulu, lost in translation, thank a language nerd. The humanities don't build machines. They build meaning. They ask, who are we? What matters? And how do we tell our stories? Because to understand the world, you also have to understand the people in it.
We live on a spinning rock with lava under our feet, oxygen above our heads, and just the right amount of water to stay alive. But here's the twist. This planet, it's the only one we've got. Environmental science asks, how does Earth work and how do we not mess it up? Main fields of environmental science. Ecology, how living things connect, compete, and cooperate. Fields, ecosystem dynamics, how energy and matter move in nature. Population ecology, why some species boom and others vanish. Biodiversity studies, measuring life's variety. Even mushrooms play a role, surprisingly heroic. Climatology, studying weather, global warming, and climate systems. Fields, paleoclimatology, reconstructing ancient climates. Meteorology, tracking storms and pressure maps. Climate modeling, predicting the planet's future. Fun fact, a butterfly really can change the weather. Me. Environmental chemistry, what's in the air, the soil, and the water. Fields, toxicology, what chemicals are dangerous and why. Air and water quality, what's safe to breathe or drink. Chemical cleanup, how to fix pollution. If it smells funny, it's probably chemistry. Soil and water science, understanding what grows below and flows beneath. Fields, hydrology, how water moves through the planet. Irrigation, smart ways to grow crops. Soil science, what makes dirt fertile? Yes, dirt is basically magic dust. Conservation biology, protecting nature's last chances. Fields, endangered species, who's at risk and why. Habitat restoration, rebuilding what's lost. Wildlife ecology, how animals survive in the wild. Because future kids should know what a rhino looks like. Sustainability studies, creating ways to live that don't break the planet. Fields, renewable energy, power from wind, sun, and water. Waste production, less trash, more reused. And sustainable cities, smart design for healthy living. Solar panels, green roofs, zero waste, now that's cool. Environmental science isn't just science. It's an instruction manual for staying alive. It's where biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science team up to ask the biggest question of all. Can we build a future without burning it? Because Earth isn't fragile, but
And
we
ourselves.
are.
From tiny lab experiments to grand theories about the cosmos, science is how we survive, innovate, and truly see the world. If this video sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the universe of knowledge. And let us know in the comments which branch of science fascinates you the most and why.